Hey everybody, Sarah Taylor here, and I am so excited about this week's topic that we're discussing. This week is power prospecting, and power prospecting is such a huge key to our growth and to long-term success within Plexus. No matter what level we're at, we always want to continue to grow. We need to continue with our IPAs, we need to continue with our prospecting, we need to continue to add to our level 1 at a clip of about 3 people a month. I still, to this day, strive to hit silver every single month within Plexus. So what this does, what hitting silver and that whole power of 3 does when we try and aim for it every single month, it ensures our growth continues high and wide within our team. And if we're still brand new, it continues, it helps us kind of build that solid base to our team. And that's so key within Plexus. But obviously, prospecting is an absolutely essential skill that we have to master. But we can feel a little bit lost, and I understand that at certain times when we feel like, okay, we've run through our lists. We have run through our hot market, our prospects. We've talked to our mom, our sister, our brother, our cousin, everybody that we feel kind of, would be somebody that we would want to reach out to. But this is really when the rubber hits the road, guys. This is when we have to reach out to people. We need to add to our list. We need to expand our network. We need to keep our eyes on what's happening within our network and identify our influencers within our network, make sure that we're on top of that. But then we really do have to expand that network, talk to strangers, kind of get organized, So talking to strangers, that can be so scary. Talking to people that we have just never met before or never talked to about Plexus before, approaching somebody we don't know, it can be scary, you guys, but it does not have to be. I know that this was one of the scariest things when I first started Plexus, but the more that you practice, the more that you grow confident in this skill, and the more confidence that you bring to these conversations, the more success you're going to have, and the more likely you are to be continuing to keep on doing this. So one of the biggest things I think that when we're looking at talking to strangers and how scary that can be, the common fear that we have there is rejection. You guys, first of all, who cares if a stranger says no to us? They aren't rejecting us. They're rejecting what we're saying, and it's not a big deal. We're never going to see these people again. So I feel like strangers are the perfect people to practice on because you're never going to see them again, right? So I loved in the book that we're reading, Sarah Robbins gave that really great example about the coffee shop and the waitress going around and offering coffee to everybody within the her section. And she's going around and she's giving coffee to everybody. The first person says no, the second person says no, the third person says yes, but the waitress doesn't curl up into a ball and start crying and thinking, oh my gosh, I better quit my job. Nobody's getting coffee from me. It's okay. They're just getting something else. They maybe want water or tea, or they're just not ready for coffee. Maybe it's too close to bedtime. There's so many different aspects, and that timing goes into it there. But that waitress is not thinking, oh my gosh, they don't like me. No, the people just don't want coffee. It's no big deal. You guys, Plexus is the same thing. It's the same exact thing. And we don't have to be so concerned about what, other people are thinking, because we do have amazing products and we do have an amazing opportunity. It just might not be the right time for that particular person. And that's okay. But the key is to keep moving on to the next person and asking the next person and engaging with the next person and continuing to do your job. So the key is to not also continue to follow up with the same exact people that are telling us no every single time. I know we all have those like safe people that we're like, okay, it's follow-up Friday. I'm going to do some follow-ups today. I'm going to go follow up with Jenny, who's told me no every single time since I've checked back in with her. But I always follow up with her when it's these kind of days, okay? Those are the people that you need to move on from right now. You've laid the groundwork. You've done your follow-up. It's good to do your due diligence and continue to follow up with them. But the key is to move on from that too, and to start following up with other people and reaching out to other people, not those same safe people that tell us no every single time. So the timing is going to be right for those people to come back around, but we're talking about power prospecting here. So some of the keys I think that go into power prospecting are adding to your list, reaching out to 5 new people a day, and then expanding your network and talking to those strangers. So I want to give you an example from both myself and from Tamara. We're both leaders in this group, and we've both reached Diamond. Myself, I actually have a significant number of level ones that I never knew before Plexus. But I went out on a limb and talked to them. One of the most notable people and one of my most notable runners on my team is Amy Welch, one of the other leaders in this group. I did not know her before Plexus at all. In fact, when I approached her, she was a complete stranger to me. And she joined my team and is going to be the next diamond on my team. I also have a couple of senior rubies that are the same thing, and they're getting very close to emerald. So I'm about to have a whole slew of jewels that I never knew before Plexus, but I had the guts to reach out to as a stranger and present Plexus to them because the moment was right to do so. So you've got to think about that. Tamara Holloway, she's one of the leaders in this group as well. She has 4 level 1 jewels that were complete strangers to her that she reached out to and presented Plexus to, and they are level 1 jewels on her team now. You guys, this works. So that brings me to the challenge this week. The challenge this week is twofold. And the first part of it is to engage with strangers. You guys, we come into contact with people everywhere we go. I want you guys to go out there and build connections with people. Get them engaging with you. The ones that are responding back to you when you're trying to engage with them, those are the ones you want to talk to. You want those responders. So go build connections with them. See who talks back to you. See who engages with you. Those are the people that are the social people. They're the ones that are going to bring you to new connections. They're the ones that are open to new connections. They're the ones that you guys can build a friendship with and a connection with. We want you to add those people to Facebook. So I want you guys to go out and talk to 3 strangers a day, just 3. And I want you guys, it doesn't have to be about Plexus, you guys. Just go out there and talk to them and get engaging with them. And then ideally, you want them added to your Facebook. You want 3 people a day to add to your Facebook. So where can you find these people? So anybody within life, when you start paying attention to it, you'll realize how many people you come into contact on a daily basis. If you drop your kid off at school, you come into contact with other moms there. Start engaging with them. Pick up. Same thing. When you go to ballet class or soccer practice or the grocery store or the park, if you have a housekeeper or a lawn crew that come to your house, anything like that, anybody providing services with you, you go and get your hair cut, you go to the optometrist or the doctor's office, you go run errands at Hobby Lobby, wherever it's taking you every single day, you're going to see new people. If you are working in an office setting, chances are your office is large and you'll go see new people. Just keep this in mind as you go throughout your day to day. Add 3 people a day to your team or to your Facebook network, not to your team, but that would be great. So add 3 people to your Facebook network each and every day. Just engage with them, get to talking with them. So that leads us to, that would be 21 more people added to your network in 1 week. Think about what that could do for your business long term. That would be incredible. And then challenge number 2 for this week is to reach out to 5 new people a day. That's kind of the industry standard. Reach out to 5 new people a day about Plexus. If you're new, this is so super easy. You have a whole brand new untapped network of people that you have not talked to. So get out there and talk to them. Cold call them. Revisit that cold calling video that we posted in here last week. Now, if you've been around for a while, like myself, and you've been in this for a couple years, or maybe you feel like your network's kind of tapped out, this is what I want you guys to do. We're still going to talk to 5 new people a day, but I want you to pull up your Facebook list, and I want you to go through, and I want you to add each person to your working list. So that list that you go to and you talk and you check in with every time that you're going to start cold calling and reaching out to people. Add 1 person at each alphabet letter that you have never talked to about Facebook and add them to that list. Alternatively, if this doesn't, work or you've already tried that before, I want you to pull up your Facebook list and I want you to print it out, your Facebook friends list, and print it out. I want you to print it out, and then I want you to go immediately to that back page. That back page is the people that you haven't engaged with in a really long time. Pull your people from there and start contacting, adding them to that list, and then contacting them, 5 people a day. Look for influencers. Look for people that have big networks. Look for people that people love, social people, anything. And, this week is really all about, that reaching out. It's about expanding your network, about setting yourself up with skills that are going to ensure that your network is never going to run out. That whole, my network has run out, I have no prospects left. That is a myth. A cold market is a myth. You guys, it's a tapped out network is a myth. All of those things are myths. you guys are ensuring through these types of things that your network will never, ever run out. And that is a beautiful thing. That is going to bring you so much success in the long term. So do this, you guys. Commit to it for this week. I want you to reach out to 3 people a day that are strangers and get them added to your network. And then the other half, reach out to 5 people about Plexus. Pull out those Facebook lists, look at them A to Z, pull out 1 person from each letter. And then if that doesn't work, like I said, just print out your contact list and go to the back page and get started from there. You guys, this works. I promise. Anytime I feel like I'm in a rut, I do this. I wake up every single morning and I do my power hour first and foremost before the day gets started. And I make sure that my power hour is done, that I am focusing on my personal business, and I am working on my personal business before I'm working on anything else. Your own personal IPA is the single most important thing that's going to give you longevity within Plexus, success within Plexus, and long-term income within Plexus. Okay, guys? So let's do this week. Let's do some power prospecting. We have this. This is going to be so much fun. See you guys next time.